I have to admit, when I first heard about the iSpring RO500AK-BN+UVF8 Tankless Reverse Osmosis water filtration system, I was more than a little skeptical. I mean, who wouldn't be? The idea of a tankless RO system that promises fast flow and no storage tank sounds almost too good to be true, right? I've tried my fair share of under-sink reverse osmosis systems over the years, and most of them ended up taking up a significant amount of space in my cabinet with those big, bulky plastic tanks that always seem to leak or grow mold. But I was intrigued enough to give it a shot, and I'm glad I did. If you're interested in learning more about this product, you can find the link to it in the description below. After living with the iSpring RO500AK-BN+UVF8 for about a month now, I can confidently say that my initial skepticism was misplaced. This thing actually delivers on its promises, and I'm not just saying that because I'm eager to get rid of my old system. For starters, the flow rate is seriously impressive. With a 500-gallon per day rating, you're not going to be standing around waiting for a glass to fill. I've got it hooked up to my kitchen sink, and it's noticeably faster than my old system. I mean, we're talking about cutting down the time it takes to fill a glass from 2 minutes to about 30 seconds. That might not seem like a big deal until you're in a hurry and just want a quick drink, but trust me, it makes a difference. The filtration process itself is also solid. It uses a 5-stage process, which includes a sediment filter, a carbon block filter, 2 reverse osmosis membranes, and then a final carbon polishing filter. The result is water that tastes clean and crisp, without any of that flat or slightly chemical aftertaste that I've noticed with cheaper systems. And, let's be real, who doesn't want to drink clean, great-tasting water? It's one of those things that you might not even realize is missing until you experience it. But what really surprised me was the UV stage. It's built into the unit, so after the RO process, the water gets a quick UV zap to knock out any lingering microbes. That's not something you typically see in residential systems, and it gives me an extra layer of peace of mind, especially when traveling or if the water pressure drops for some reason. Now, I know what you're thinking, isn't installation a nightmare? But, surprisingly, it was easier than I expected. The kit comes with everything you need: faucet, tubing, wrench, even a T-valve for the ice maker line if you want to connect that. I did the install myself in about an hour, and that included cutting the feed line and figuring out the drain saddle. The instructions are clear, and the parts are well labeled, so if you're comfortable with basic plumbing, you'll be just fine. And, if you're not, a plumber could probably knock it out in 20 minutes. Either way, no big tank to wrestle into a cabinet, which is a huge plus in my book. One of the biggest perks for me is the space-saving aspect. No bulky tank means more room under the sink, which is a game-changer for me. I actually have a shelf now where I keep my water filters and cleaning supplies instead of cramming them around a plastic jug. The system itself is sleek and fits neatly against the back wall, so it's not like it's taking up a ton of space or anything. And, it's also quieter than my old tank-based system. No gurgling, no humming, just a quiet whoosh when it kicks in. It's one of those things that you might not even notice until it's not there, but it makes a big difference in the overall experience. Another thing worth mentioning is the efficiency of the system. Tankless systems waste less water because they don't need to constantly refill a storage tank. The RO500AK-BN+UVF8 recycles some of the reject water for flushing the membranes, which reduces waste even further. Over a month, I noticed that my water bill didn't spike, even though I'm drinking and cooking with filtered water daily. That's a nice bonus if you're environmentally conscious or just tired of throwing away gallons of wastewater. And, let's be real, who doesn't want to save a little money on their water bill? Now, I know that no system is perfect, and this one is no exception. The UV lamp needs to be replaced once a year, and that's an extra cost. It's not expensive, but it's something to keep track of. All in all, I'm really happy with this system. It's fast, quiet, space-saving, and the water tastes great. If you're tired of slow flow or bulky tanks, this is definitely worth considering. It's not perfect, but it's a solid system that delivers on its promises. And, at the end of the day, that's what matters most. So, if you're in the market for a new water filtration system, I definitely recommend giving the iSpring RO500AK-BN+UVF8 a look. Check it out for yourself, the link is below.